Who do you intend to help with your products and features? We have to stop talking about the generic customer or user or buyer. Instead, create a biography of the type of person who will buy and use your product. Consider people who travel by airplane. The airlines and airports cater primarily to business travelers. They're the ones who pay the bills. They're rarely traveling on their own money, and they are generally quite familiar with the process of checking baggage, going through security, and getting to the gate. There are also leisure travelers, often those business travelers using their mileage for free seats. And don't these people look happy in their roomy seats with a pillow and a blanket? But the airline industry pretty much ignores the special needs of single parents traveling with their kids and travelers who need a little extra help. So let's define some terms. We all talk about markets and personas without really defining them. Let's do that now. A market is a group of buyers and sellers. Think of a market as a shopping center or a farmer's market or the air travel industry. People come to buy from many different vendors, including you and your competitors. A segment is a group of similar buyers with common needs, buying practices, and communication channels. They provide a structure to focus on the buyers with the most urgency and willingness to pay. Understanding your market segment informs decisions about features, marketing programs, sales enablement, pricing, and more. Personas are the archetype of customers. In this case, people who travel. Notice that these personas have little in common. So age, race, gender, and other demographics may not be relevant for market segmentation. What's relevant is their shared problems. So what's a persona? Personas are archetypes of the people who buy and use our products. They share a set of problems and communicate with one another. Do you know Laura? Today's college student was born in the 21st century. She was born after Star Wars Episode 1 was released. She's always had Google. She's never heard of Netscape. She's always had a smartphone. The iPhone was introduced when she was in preschool. In her lifetime, BlackBerry has gone from being a wild fruit to being a phone to becoming a wild fruit again. And in the absence of target personas, developers and marketers create for themselves or their families. And you know who isn't your persona? Your sales rep, your marketing lead, and your developer. Each assumes everyone is like them or their parents. Different personas have different requirements and different buying processes. Consider someone with a broken foot who needs crutches. The pharmacies are sold out of her height, but you can find crutches on Amazon. Amazon has many options, and price isn't really her problem. Availability is. So she's likely to purchase only products that are available with next-day delivery. On the other hand, urgent medical care centers have different requirements. They need multiple sizes. They need a way to store them conveniently with a simple-to-read size indicator. And they are price-sensitive, but not time-sensitive. So for crutches, there are at least two personas, the individual patient and the buyer at the urgent care center. Susan, with a broken leg, cares about fast delivery, flexible return options, and the option to recycle the crutches once her leg is healed. The procurement manager in the urgent care center is more concerned with multiple sizes that can be easily stacked and stored with a clearly visible size indicator. Personas represent real people with a common set of needs. A persona isn't necessarily market-centric, it's problem-centric. And you can get a good start on your personas by using AI. Gen AI can be helpful when developing these personas. In this example, I asked it to create a persona for the head of product. It's a good start, but I think of AI as a research assistant or an intern. You still need to use your judgment. You still need to check its work. You need real-world experience to convert this information into an accurate profile. Most products have 3 to 5 personas. Some who will buy the product, some who will use the product. And if you have many personas, you'll want to create an index like this to highlight the key attributes with a link to the full persona document. Personas fail when there's too much focus on demographics, too many unimportant or irrelevant details like kids and cats and cars, and when they're not informed by data and not based on problem scenarios.